Right, so once again, it's the real DJ Red trying to do this video for the second time. I had an interruption a little while ago. I just got in the Alto Stealth Wireless. Let's see if I can get it come in a little bit close. Got in the Alto Stealth Wireless. I've been delaying on getting it for quite some time. My brother has one. I've been using his on and off. I said, let me go ahead and get one. Um, just opened up the box. So for those of you that are not familiar with it, I've used it several times before. It comes in very, very handy. A couple of times I've used it. It saves you a lot of time for running XLR cables long periods away, transmitting sound from one room to the next without having to run cables around walls, along hallways, taping down, running it through the doors where for sure sometimes the doors can close on your cable, pinch the wire, then now you got a bigger problem. It can damage the cable. But with this here, this is real good. I'm gonna run through everything that we got on there real quick. First thing is the transmitter. This transmitter here, I'm going to mount this in my DDJ XX2 console. More than likely, it'll probably be up on top by the laptop stand next to the laptop. Very simple. Have a power button here. You can run your speakers separately in stereo or mono. You have your channel selection here. You can select channels to your preference, whichever one works better without any interference. Then you have the two gains, or the two outputs rather, that's going to send signal from the transmitter to the receivers. On the back, of course, you have the two antennas. You have two XLR quarter combo inputs, and you have your power input as well. Okay. You also have three power adapters, one for the transmitter, two for the receivers. You also get two XLR, it look like they might be about 2 feet or so, or maybe about 1.5 feet. XLR to XLR cables. There's two of them. The other one I already have plugged up, which I'm going to show you guys in a minute. And you also get some screws for hardware if you want to screw the receivers onto your speakers. And I don't believe I'm going to be using the screws. I already mounted put the velcros on there, so that's the washers for it. Let me pause this real quick and turn around. Alright, so I already put the velcro on. This is the transmitter. The receiver, I'm sorry. You have a power button, on and off power button here. Again, channel selection. Whatever your transmitter is on, you got to set the receiver to the same channel. And you have signal on there for RF and AF. Right? On the right side of it, you have the selection whether you want to put it on left or right. Okay. The button up under the bottom is for squelch. Again, you can set it to your own preference on that one. There's nothing on the other side here. Of course, you have your antenna, which the antenna, you can move it around. I like to leave mine straight up. And then on the bottom, you have an XLR output and your power input for your power DC power adapter. Okay. Like I said, I already did the velcro on there. I already mounted the velcro on here, and then I took the other one that's here, took the sticky side off, put it on here, and that way I can position it to where I want. Once I got that on there, pull that back off, smooth it out, make sure all four corners are flat down to the speaker surface. So that's that. if I turn around to this one, let's see if I can, forgive me for this camera part now. Turn around to this one now. This one is already mounted with the XLR cable on there. Again, mounted on the side. Antenna still has enough clearance over the speaker. Put the XLR output to the speaker input, and you can adjust and gain it on there. Now going back to the transmitter, I've used my brother's own before. Like I said, you do have your two separate outputs on there. The last time I just had them turned up to about the 12 o'clock position, and what I did was ran my output for my DDJ SX2 into here, so that way I can control the booth out, or actually yes, the booth out output to the input on here, and that way I can control those two speakers that were in the rear of the banquet hall at a, control them at the same volume. Didn't have to worry about going left and right on here. Now if I'm at a bigger event that I do have to use a monitor for myself or whatever, then I would just run them with the output for everything else and then control them on here. But it's a good thing that they do have two separate outputs on there if you need to have one speaker a little bit louder or a little bit lower than the other one. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I've used it before. I know on the reviews and the directions and paperwork on here, they say they can handle up to 200 feet of you're not running cable, and the distance on here is about 200 feet. I can verbally say yes, I've tried that before at a venue. It was an outdoor venue out in Davie. One area we had a dance area. The other area, which was the dining area, was an outdoor venue, again like I said, and it was roughly about 200, maybe a little bit more from where my DJ console was set up at and where everything else, the main part, was going to take place. So I did run one transmitter with that one speaker for the dinner area and left that alone, and the other one was with the cocktail. So everything was controlled by one stealth transmitter going out. Now you can add more receivers if you like. They do sell them separately, which right now I don't see the need for me to get them, but they do sell them separately if you want to get more. That'll work out fine for me right now. This here is going to work out perfect for me. I'm going to test it out this weekend. Actually, not even a test. I'm going to use it this weekend. Excuse me. My tests have been several times before. Like I said, my brother has one. Been using it for a while. Figured I'd go ahead and get my own. There's been a couple of times that he needed it. I needed to use it also. So I went ahead and bought one. This is a very, very good investment as far as the Stealth Wireless. I haven't really tried out the Pro, or even got my hands on the Pro, but we've used this one several times before. Works fine, no problem. Again, it's DJ Red with the Stealth Wireless. Alright, real quick, I had to add this onto the video for the Alto Stealth. Now, earlier I did have the velcro over here. Problem. When I went to go put my covers back on, put my speakers back on the shelves, I had a problem with it because the velcro was grabbing the inside of the cover. So I had to move them and put them over here, which I did not want to do, covering up the label or anything, but that's fine. As you can see, this is the rough part. I have the smooth side that feels like carpet on the receiver. In the future, if you guys are doing this and you want to put it out on the outside like that, put the smooth side, the carpet side, on to the speaker. Keep the rough side on the on the receiver. If not, you're going to have to do it this way, because this velcro grabs so good that it's grabbing my cover, and it was making it hard for me to put the covers on and off. So again, I had to move it from here, put it over here, which was not a problem. I just used a little heating gun, or glue gun rather, to put some glue on there, put it back on there, and go from there. I'm out. DJ Red.